Hello, beautiful, beautiful light beings. Let's talk about the instant manifestations that are happening. Yes, you can manifest amazing, beautiful things. No, it's not just these material things that are popping up because you're manifesting material things. You are seeing the God in everything. You are seeing the God in yourself, in others, in the plants, the animals, not just that. Even things that you don't believe have life in them have life in them. If they exist, there is God in it. Okay, so when you're seeing the God in everything, you are cup half full, which means you're seeing the abundance and the grace in everything, which makes manifesting seem as if it's just happening all the time to you, because it is, because you see the beauty in it all. You see the God in everything. When you're instantly manifesting something good, you're not thinking about what you lack and then manifesting what you want. You're already seeing what you want as it is already manifested. You're seeing it as if it's already here because you see the grace in it all. So any situation that comes up is a beautiful manifestation because of how you are perceiving life now. So on the topic of manifestation, on the topic of higher vibrations happening at the moment, faster frequencies that are happening at the moment, you're in a state of joy, peace, tranquility, all of these beautiful, amazing things that you just now see in your everyday life, in your everyday moment. Every moment you see these things, okay? Now, if you're on a spiritual path and you are experiencing that, and you dabble in third dimensional waves, if you dabble in things that you used to do, that you know are of low vibrations, you are going to instantly manifest those vibrations. Because things are happening faster, you're going to see it faster. So you used to be able to have a drink. Now say if you have an attachment to something, that's a low vibration for you specifically. I know people that can, let's just use alcohol. I know people that don't have attachments to alcohol. So they can have a glass of red wine and it isn't a low vibration for them. Somebody like me who has had an attachment to alcohol, it's a low vibration for me. So if I was to dabble in that at the moment, knowing that I'm vibrating high, knowing that my frequency is moving at a faster pace, I'm going to see the manifestation of a low vibration immediately. So instead of me being able to have a drink, and, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. That's not going to happen. That's not going to be happening anymore. It doesn't have to be alcohol. It can be whatever it is that you've had an attachment to in the past that is low vibrational. If you dabble in it, you're going to see the manifestation of it immediately. So you used to be able to dabble in it and bad things didn't typically happen, right? You think you can get away with it. Now you can't. Because you're moving into a new state of being, a new state of awareness, a new state of consciousness, and the low vibrational ways of life that you used to be in are not the new you. So it is a gift to have things not go your way when you are dabbling in the old vibrations, your old way of being. So the reason why I'm bringing this up is because I have seen this multiple times, specifically with alcohol. It doesn't have to be alcohol. Whatever you have had an attachment to in the past that is of a third dimensional frequency and vibration, it's no longer serving you. So it could be, say food, say certain foods, like you used to be able to eat carbs or meat or dairy or whatever it is, and say you let that go and you've been moving into this new high vibrational state of awareness and you decide you're going to have some cheese or something, okay? You try it and you get really, really sick. Why is that happening? Because you're already vibrating at a higher frequency, a faster frequency rate, and this is a low vibrational, third dimensional material thing. So it's not matching your frequency. It is making you ill at this point. It's a gift. It's keeping you from going back into the old world, going back into things that never served you in the first place. They served you for a time to teach you of something better, but we're not trying to go back there. We're trying to be better. We want to feel the joy, feel the health, feel the wellness, feel all of those beautiful, amazing things. And in order to do that, you have to let go of the third dimensional ways that aren't working for you anymore. And you know that they're not working for you anymore because you haven't been in them for a while. You're vibrating higher, you've let things go. You had attachments to things in the past, you let them go, and then you think, oh, well, I don't have an attachment to it anymore. I can just dabble in it. Try it out and let me know how it goes for you. And I don't mean that as a threat. I mean literally try it out, because I have seen people who are in a great state, high vibrating state, that think that they can get away with drinking wine when they used to be an alcoholic, and they get really, really sick. And they're sick for longer than they've ever been before, and they had to dump it all out because they couldn't handle it anymore. Their body can't handle it anymore because it's not working for us anymore. It doesn't have to be a substance. Whatever it is that you have had an attachment to that is in a third dimensional state is not going to work for you anymore. It could be relationships. It doesn't even have to be a spouse relationship. It could be family relationships. Maybe you let something go that was a part of your family and you feel good, you've let it go. You decide to dabble back into it, and then bam, you feel like you got bit. Because maybe they are just not matching your frequency, and that is okay. That is awesome, actually. If there is a toxic person that you cannot even get along with at all anymore, and it's not because you're fighting with them, you're just like, wow, I don't really like that. That's beautiful. Congratulations. That means that you have stepped into a new vibrational state of being, where you just see the world differently. You don't see the duality. You don't see the divide. You don't see the hate. You don't see all this fear and whatever they're trying to pump into us. We just don't see it anymore. We don't see that way of life anymore. We're seeing the beautiful abundance and the God in everything in every moment. So if you are experiencing these things, you tried to have some alcohol, you tried to contact somebody that you know isn't good for you, you tried to eat something that you know is not good for you, that you haven't been doing, you try these things out and they don't work for you anymore, you get really sick, okay, you get hurt emotionally, it doesn't work for you anymore. This is progress. This is beautiful, beautiful progress. And don't beat yourself up for trying it again. Okay? What did it do? It only taught you that it's just not who you are anymore. It's just not. And every time you try and go back to the way that you used to be, you realize, I'm just not that person anymore. I am a beautiful light being that doesn't need these harsh, sick, toxic attachments anymore. I've done the work. I've moved forward. I'm vibrating at a higher state of consciousness, and I don't want to be in that anymore. And when you go to try and do it and it slaps you, it just reminds you, you're not this person anymore. And you're like, oh yeah, it's okay. There's no shame in it. Just learn from it every time. But I have been explaining to people that if you try to go back right now specifically into old habits and old ways, you are going to suffer the repercussions immediately. This is instant manifestation that we are going into. It's a beautiful thing. You're seeing beautiful, amazing manifestations happening before your eyes because it's how you are perceiving things now. But that also means that if you try to go into low vibrational things, you're gonna see instant manifestations of that to keep you from going back there. I love you all. You have done so much work. I have done so much work. You have done so much work. Everybody I know has done so much work. This has not been easy, but it has been a place of strength. We are in so much strength right now. Just remember that. Just remember how strong you are and how far you have come. Every single one of us have gotten through some horrible things in the third dimension, but we're going into some amazing, beautiful, beautiful things, beautiful places, beautiful beings, a beautiful world. That's what we're stepping into right now, and it starts with you. And if you're having toxic, instant manifestations happening, notice them. They aren't matching your vibration anymore. That's a good thing. Remember that. I love you all. Have a great night, and I will talk to you soon. Namaste.